These guys are off to test the beautiful sail that Steve has helpfully designed, that Andy and Emma have managed to produce. Now we've got it, it's ready to go up. Hopefully Jack will send us some lovely drone shots to see it. I'm going to go and try and upload George's songs to Spotify so that we've got something to show people and give to them to create some ambiance at COP26. Literally our day is tomorrow and then the negotiations begin on Monday. So it's all happening, all happening. Such a difference having glass general recycling. In Isle of Man they had none of this. Alright, this is it. We are leaving Inverkip just round on the coast and we're going to be entering the mouth of the River of Clyde. We're heading up to meet some press this morning. It is the 31st, the hallowed eve, the day before COP26 really begins. So today is all about saying we are here because our climate is changing beneath our feet, even on these shores. And we've got new evidence that species that were only found on the south coast are now moving up the channel. We've seen them in all 4 countries. We've seen them all the way up the Irish Sea. And that's completely unprecedented information. That's because the ocean has already done its 1.5 degrees of warming that we're trying to prevent happening on land. It's kind of our big brother, it's kind of a prophet in this climate change story that we need to listen to. And the thing that will really move the dial on that specifically at the negotiations is getting to an agreement that has teeth on Article 6, which is about international carbon agreements, making sure that we don't do any double counting, making sure that we have economic sanctions for people that don't stick to their budgets in accordance with the Paris agreements. But you don't make bold, brave commitments to anything if you don't connect with something and care about it first, and you don't connect with something if you don't listen to it. And so what we're doing is taking these sounds that we've discovered in the name of science and turning them into art and making sure that COP can hear the sound of the ocean itself, can connect to it, listen to it, and hopefully embolden people to make brave choices. So that's why as we come down the River Clyde today, we're doing so in that spirit, and we're going to be playing our music and our visuals and releasing our song on Spotify so people can listen to it and engage with it at home. What are your feelings as we round the final corner, Paul?
Well, last night I was feeling a little bit sad that the adventure is over, but I think that now the real work has just begun.
It's the final corner, turning into the River of Clyde. Check it out, guys. We're on Spotify, the 3-minute version of the song. Connect to the ocean, listen to the actual sounds of both pollution and biodiversity. I think George has done a great job of representing, in the words of Sean, the precipice that we're sitting on, where at one side we're destroying the ocean, and the other side there's signs of life, and which way we're going to go. So as you listen to it, think about that. Think about the tension that we're living in, about which way we go with the world we find ourselves in. But yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Let us know what you think. Moving back into suburbia. I haven't seen blocks of flats for a few weeks, that's for sure. Water looks a bit browner here. Cheers, Andy. Cheers. What up, mate? This could be the last boat coffee of the whole trip. So, if I'm not mistaken, oh, that's the Beacon Art Centre right there. Just so you know, for tonight. That's where we're going to be projecting tonight onto that greeny white building. It's going to be good.
Oh, that's great. Thank you so much.
It's the package has arrived. The UN Global Goal, number 14. Thank you, Sophie. Certainly not short of wind. Life below water and the Scottish bonnie flag. There it is.
Knowing a lot doesn't necessarily lead to engagement or to like changing your behavior, which is sad, but it's true. And now that we have so much information, and every single day it's like, okay, well, which issue are you gonna pick? So a lot of it is actually about like finding the right networks, expanding your messengers, linking it to other issues, and with the ocean, bringing it into the home. So one of the issues with the ocean is people are like, oh, well, it's really far away. So what does that care for me, my kids, my house?
Getting going. Whoa, look at these guys. These are killer. Get out here, girls. They're really big. Oh my god! Come here.
Oh my god!
What an exciting welcome to Glasgow as we're coming up the River Clyde. They're just my favourite thing. Oh, baby. Wow. Look at these guys. So we put the hydrophone in because we can see the dolphins and we're getting some wicked recordings.
There you go, guys. That's a good whole experience.
Wow. We haven't heard that sound. Yeah. We haven't heard that sound before. Whoa! It feels to me like such a turnaround. We just had an amazing call with Steve Simpson. But more importantly than that, we had Sophie and Georgia from a communications group who were helping us at COP. And they had an experience on here, you know, and it's the first time we've had those amazing bottlenose dolphins, and we managed to get an audio recording, but not recording, a live stream from the conversation of the dolphins under the water, which does connect you. They're kind of rearing their visual head above the surface that separates us into our world, and we're pushing this microphone under the surface into their world, and those visual and audio sense of interconnectedness is really opens up the feeling of connectedness. It really opens up that feeling of being together. And Sophie cried. She cried. She looked like a hard-nosed PR lady and she ended up crying. And I can guarantee you that this is going to totally change her COP experience now for the rest of the week. She's been working on ocean PR for a long time, but she said she's been a long time since she's felt really inspired. I felt lucky that I was a part of what created that moment for her.
I realized that
this is it, 10 to 5, making our final approach to our final destination.
It's amazing, we've finally made it. 1,000 miles.
1,000 miles.
And greeted in by bottlenose dolphins.
Yeah. On the final approach. This is our building. This is where we're going. Bruce was connected to us by Louise, and he's a local and she's a local, and she was connected to us by Chloe, so it's a big old team effort. This guy Bruce, what a legend, just sitting in his car. 3 nights in a row he's been out here doing recce's, making the imagery better and better. And massive thanks to the Beacon Art Centre supporting art. I guess that's what you're meant to do, so appreciate that. Thank you. The Beacon Art Centre is one of the climate beacons, so it actually wants to do things like this.
Exactly.
It wants to sting out about climate.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
It's Inverclyde, Scotland. They're all over Scotland. It's focusing connectivity here.
Oh, amazing. Oh, I love it. I'm going to try and get the drone up before the light completely goes. Wow, look at us. We're up there. Louis for the last minute edition, 100% ocean sound. It does, we say it in every conversation, so you may as well put it up there loud and proud. So we've got the safe projection in the bag, and now we're going to go for the creative one, which is trying to get it on the foresail. Whoa! Yes! Oh, it's coming into focus now. Oh mate, it's absolutely plumb. Beacon Centre, we bid you farewell with ye wee dram. That is it, we have landed, and now we see how far this song travels. Go download it, go check it out on Spotify, give it a like, give it a share, listen to the ocean, and then let's see how deep we can get it into the corridors of power. I'll make at least one more video on this so you can see what happens this week. Take care of yourselves, look after each other. See you soon.
And I will
100 miles, and I would walk 500 more to be the man who walks the place.